3. Just get ready for my rambling. 3, 2, 1. And welcome back to the second video on this channel. As you may be able to tell if you can hear this echo, I cannot tell. I'm in a different recording space right now. When we last left off, Celean had just arrived to Whiterun, and he's decided to go inside and try to get some supplies ready, because he's not comfortable with being in the city due to the fact that he is indeed a bandit and he is wanted. So he's trying to make sure that the guards don't see him. Here we go. We're in the city. Looks around. He's amused by this odd-looking house. He's running by. There's all these people. There's more people than he's seen that don't have knives to either his throat or someone else's throat at this point in time. He goes inside of what he believes is just an inn, but it turned out to be a store. He decides to try and find some supplies. He goes ahead and looks at some knives so he can harvest him some food and whatnot. As well as he looks to see if there's anything, and he decides to sell his butlers and extra items that he won't be needing, because he's decided he's going to try to favor the bow a bit more. As you can see, he's a very indecisive person, so he may see things that he thinks he needs but then doesn't need, or things that he thinks he doesn't need but then decides he might as well take along with him. He's selling all his miscellaneous bits and pieces, and just basically getting ready for his long journey into the unknown. As you can tell, this is going to be a heavily role-playing themed build, and a heavily role-playing themed gameplay video session, so bear with me. If you have any suggestions or comments on it, please leave them down below. We will read them, and we will take your criticism into account. He's refilling water skins right now, so he won't have to... Oh, hello, who's this? This is, what's he given? Ah, a lever from Celean. More cards, no doubt, involving the hunting knife, which Celean decided to buy. He reads it and finds out that Celean wants to buy that knife from him. Of course, he most likely will not sell it, or will he, until he has a better knife. He's going through. He's decided I guess he's decided that he's going to check in the tavern for food. Sees these people arguing and decides he's not really interested in whatever they're talking about. And he goes into Bandits Bandits in Whiterun. He's a little taken back at the fact that there was an extremely armored man there. He decides to look through and try to buy some food. He decides to buy some bread, despite him not being usually allowed to eat grains and whatnot. Out of desperation, he's just buying bread. He's looking through things and whatnot. He goes out, and then he realizes that he should probably go back in. And he decides he's going to go back in and get a bounty and see if there's any bounties that the Aura may have posted, so he can at least begin to make up for his criminal past. Again, he's taken back by by the heavily armored man and fears that he may be a guard or a traitor who may recognize his face. He gets a bounty, and he decides he's going to read it and carry out the contract to hopefully get rid of his notoriety and hopefully start making amends towards being a more civilized citizen of the world, civilized citizen of Skyrim. Try saying that 3 times fast. He decides he's going to go ahead and get started. He tries to avoid eye contact with any of the guards and leaves before that guard can really comprehend what or who he is. It's these long loading screens. I need to cut these out. Well, yeah, that one wasn't too bad. So I guess I'll leave that one in, I guess. As you can tell, if anyone is even watching this at this point, I am quite new to doing Let's Plays. I promise I will attempt to get better. It's not easy doing a solo thing. Usually, whenever I'm playing a game, I have someone who I can joke around with. So, but at the same time, I do not wish for you to not criticize me. Please criticize me all the way. I will take every ounce of your criticism to heart. And I will try to make a more enjoyable experience for you, the viewer. Alright? And we're back after a brief interrupting in the recording of the gameplay. Celean sees a wolf and decides he's going to try to shoot it, but he misses and distracts it. And as the wolf is walking away, the wolf does not notice him. He keeps his bow drawn and he finally puts it down and tries to sneak around the wolf. But the wolf sees him and he fires right in the eye, his first great success with a bow in the entire Let's Play. He is going to go ahead and skin and butcher the wolf for its fur, bones, and pelt. He's skinning the wolf right now, getting that pelt, so he can hopefully make him some more armor and some more protection and whatnot. He's getting the bones so he can make more crude armor and crude arrows if he must. And he butchers the meat so he has some food for his long journey. He notices a horse and decides to check out what's going on. Being a bandit, he's very wary. He decides to use his innate wood elf abilities to study the person on there, and he discovers that it is a bandit. It is a bandit on the outskirts of Whiterun, so he decides to take matters into his own hand and begin by practicing his attacks. He kills one bandit pretty easily with a bow, but then fires another arrow at that bandit and it moves out of the way. It's quick, it's a smart bandit, and the bandit gets too close to use a bow, and Celean switches to a sword and stabs her right to the head. He decides to loot her for whatever gold and any useful things she may have. He decides that she really didn't have anything useful. But then he gets to this guy and sees that he has wood, and he has meat, and he has food, and he has a longer sleeved version of fur armor. So he decides that he's going to put on the longer sleeved version of the fur armor. So he looks a bit more rugged, looks a bit more wild and protective. He's going to loot all these things. He loots, and he reads this book. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our current episode of The Legend of Celean. Be sure to like and comment and subscribe. Thank you.